Okay, I'm in a field in Buckinghamshire. I haven't been here since, what was it, 2019. 2019, we're at Addington Manor. And I'm really putting the beast through its paces. Thank God for this car. If you could see the mud that we are currently driving through, I don't know if you can feel it while I'm driving, but we are slippy sliding all over the shop. And I'm going to try and find the least money option. The guy said to me, I said, do I really have to go and park in there? And he said, yeah, you do. And he said, but ma'am, in this vehicle you're going to be absolutely fine. I have popped it in low ratio. Okay, this is slightly firmer. Okay, so where am I going to go? I just want to find some, okay. I want to find some like firm ground where we're not too far away to park up as our base. But I'm not exactly sure, there's too many tents. We need to try and get up there. Anyway, I'm going to concentrate and I'll chat to you later on. I've done it. I found a good firm bit of ground and hopefully it doesn't rain too much between now and tomorrow afternoon and we can get out of here easily, although there's a tractor on hand. So we had a pretty good run up. We left home nearly 3 o'clock. Was it nearly 3 o'clock? Yeah, I think it was heading that way. Anyway, I've got a mosquito bite. Anyway, we are here for the NSEA National Championships. Coco qualified a couple of weeks ago and we're here. We were supposed to be going to Devon yesterday, but we couldn't not come. And she's representing her school, her new school, which is very, very exciting. So we are going to get Hooch out. We're going to get everything sorted and find out what we're doing. She's competing tomorrow afternoon, so we've got plenty of time, but it's good to get up here and not be rushed. And I don't think it's fair to ask a pony to have a 3-hour journey and then compete and then a 3-hour journey back. It's way too much. So we are stabling, so we're going to get everything unloaded and sorted, but it's very exciting to be up. We've just arrived at our B&B, which I booked on Airbnb. Lovely bedroom for me in here, and then the bathroom through here. I've actually just run a bath because I'm cold. Coco and I are both quite tired. We had a really, really lovely pub supper. We weren't overly social. I'm just going to show you Coco's room quickly. She's in here, so I'm going to, and actually she's made an awful mess already. How can you do that in like literally a minute? But anyway, I'm going to leave her to it because we are tired. We had a good drive up, but it's been full on at home, and everybody was meeting at the bar at Addington. that's where we are. All of her school, and we just went and actually said politely, we're going to go and get something to eat, and we're going to hit the hay pretty early. And I'm feeling like we have massively lucked out with this gorgeous, gorgeous Airbnb. And Sai and maybe the boys were going to come too. We weren't sure, so I just booked it so we could all squidge in if needs be, but actually it's just us, and Simon's going to drive up tomorrow and watch her around. So we're heading down to Devon on Monday, so we kind of just squidged this in. But I'm going to have a hot bath and I'm going to go to bed. But I have just got to tell you where we went for supper last night, because if you are ever in Buckinghamshire, the Dolphin at, is it Stoke Hammond, Coco? Sure, it's Stoke Hammond, was incredible. Really, really, really good food. We both had steak and chips, and honestly, it was delicious, absolutely delicious. Incredible service. So I can highly recommend the Dolphin if you're in this neck of the woods. But anyway, I'm going to jump in that bath, and I'm going to have a really early night. And Coco's not riding until tomorrow afternoon, so I've actually said that I will just jump up, throw on some clothes, drive over, give Hooch his breakfast and his hay and check his water, skip out his stable, and Coco can have a bit of a lie-in. She is exhausted. It's, I think, first half of term at a new school is always pretty full on, so she can have a little bit of a lie-in, recharge, and I shall feed him, do that, come back, have a shower, get ready. We don't need to check out of here till 11 o'clock. And we're in no rush. So actually we need to make the most of it, don't we? That's what I think. So that's what we're going to do. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. This is the mud that the beast and I had to negotiate last night. Now I have parked, I mean look how deep it is. I've left the trailer over here. I haven't parked down here yet today, but I will. I've just come to give Hooch his breakfast. Good morning. From a slightly bleary-eyed me, I literally got out of bed, threw on yesterday's clothes and came down here to give Hooch his brekkie. It is the most beautiful morning. Can't really see the sunrise, but it's stunning. I've just marked out his stable, fed him. I've just come to get a hay net from the trailer. Coco's still fast asleep. She's so exhausted. I think the first half of a term at a new school is the most exhausting thing. So I've just let her sleep in. So I'm going to go and give him his hay, go back, have a shower, get ready, and then we will spend the day here. She's not competing until this afternoon, so we have got plenty of time. Si's coming up, but I'm going to go take him a big hay net to keep him going for the next couple of hours while we have breakfast and get ready and head back over. But this mud, I mean look at that. Quite something. Luckily there's a tractor on hand to rescue us, and I have a feeling that he may need to pull us out. I don't know, I mean I did get out okay. I don't know whether we'll get out with a trailer and a pony or whether I load pony after I've tried to get out. I'm not sure. I will worry about that later on. Anyhow, for now it's hay and then back for a shower and breakfast. Showered, had breakfast and come back. Just taken Hooch's hood off, and I'm going to attempt to plait his mane. Bring you around to the other side. Doesn't have, and there's Coco. He doesn't have much of a mane down here, so it's going to be an interesting job. Coco's got her course walk in about half an hour, so I thought I'd start plaiting his mane and get going with that. We've managed to get in into the field. I haven't hitched up, but I've parked by the trailer. The guy in the gate said, in this car, I should hope to think that you don't get stuck in the mud and don't need to be pulled out. Simon told me which setting to put it on, and it worked. We got down to the trailer, easy peasy. So that is a result. Just falling more and more in love with the beast. She is excellent. So we're actually on, and we're early, and I'm not quite sure how we've managed to get a grey pony quite so clean in the mud. You should see the mud down by our stables. I had to very carefully negotiate Hooch out and get Coco on, but she's probably riding in about 45 minutes to an hour, which is pretty exciting. So we're just going to hang down in this field for a little while before it's time to go up and start warming up. But it was actually a little bit too complicated to get off and get back on because she's in that block of stables, and the mud, I'll show you from the other end in a minute, it's quite revolting. But it is amazing that the sun is shining, that we haven't had any more rain, and hopefully that means that I can get the beast and the trailer out without needing to be towed. But I don't know if you can see the depth of that mud over there. There's a beast on our trailer, but we've got to get through that to get out. And this is our current stable situ, so you'll understand why I'm quite impressed that we've got him looking right. We're down at this end. Anyway, I'm going to just keep her cool, calm and collected. The pressure is on. They are incredibly fast. I mean, this is the best of the best here today competing. So it's just absolutely incredible to get here. And I think Hooch's plaits, I'm rather impressed with how they're looking, considering the bottom half of his mane is incredibly thin. You look very smart, don't they? wasn't Coco's day. She had to go for it. There was no point being here and not really going for it. And she took a really tight turn and she got the angle slightly wrong. So Hooch had a run out. She came round and then finished off. She did really well. I mean, it's just awesome to be here. Now Sire's arrived and he's insisting that he's driving because he wants to try the low traction launch. I mean, this car is phenomenal. Land Rover, you have... Oh, I'm in the way. Land Rover, you have come up trumps because the beast is an absolute beast. My old rickety trailer. But hang on, I'm going to turn you around. Okay, so he's driving a lot faster than I would be. He's a little bit of a maniac. He's also a little bit of a know-it-all. But that's husbands for you. And he's also not really supposed to be going up here, so he should be doing it in a sneaky manner, not all guns blazing. Anyway, we are going to be heading back to Sussex. It's in the barn over the lawnmower. We've just got home. Coco's asking where Hooch's rug is. He's still so unbelievably white, but not for long. He's about to go out in the paddock. That is Florence. She can hear my voice. She's saying, Mummy, you're home, and you can't see me. It's dark. Coax, put the lights on, darling. Oh, there. Maybe you can see me now. I'll move into the light a bit. We're back. We had a good run. Coco got 4 faults. But do you know what? I said to her, darling, it's just amazing that you got there. I'm going to come stand here in this light here. So it's just amazing. Oh, no, that's better. It's just amazing that you got to the National Championships, to be perfectly honest, and to get 4 faults. But apart from that, have an absolute foot perfect round, I think is pretty impressive. Hooch is a little superstar. And it was very lovely to be up there. It was lovely, Si coming and helping. And actually it was quite handy. He helped me hitch up, and then we got loaded up and then got out really easily. So it was handy having him, because I was slightly apprehensive about getting through all of that mud, and I had a helping hand, so that is good. So we are going to get Hooch sorted, unloaded, trailer washed as swiftly as we possibly can, and then I need to get the washing machine going. I think Si's bought something for supper on the way home, because I'm definitely not cooking tonight, and I've got a few loads of washing to do before we head down to Devon tomorrow. So it's a quick turnaround, but I'm really looking forward to getting down to Devon and relaxing. And it's been a really lovely 24 hours or so. I don't know how long it is since we left here, but it's been a lovely little trip. So anyway, I am going to crack on and talk to you tomorrow. Good morning. I'm very pleased it's not raining. I slept pretty well last night. Coax is having a riding lesson with Di before we head down to Devon. She said to me on the way back, "Is there any chance, Mummy?" And dear Di sweetly fitted her in. And yeah, I'm busy packing, sorting laundry, getting organised. She is. Yeah, so sorting laundry, getting organised, and I think we're going to head down in a couple of hours. So I just had to go to the office to do a few things, and I've just got a few orders, Ask Charlie orders that have come in over the weekend, so I'm just going to get those wrapped up and we'll post them on our way. And yeah, excited to be heading down to Devon for a few days. I love it down there, and I can't wait to get a bit of sea air, might even brave surfing, and just have a bit of time with the children. Enjoy half term. Good morning. We arrived in Devon last night, about 6 o'clock. It was getting dark, and it just, like, we're halfway through unloading the car and it started to really pour with rain. But anyway, we are here. It is lovely to be down here. It's dry this morning. I can actually see a little bit of blue sky and a glimmer of some sunshine up there, which is quite exciting. We're going surfing, and I think I'm actually going to surf. Have I told you this? I'm sorry, I think I'm repeating myself like a crazy woman. But I think I'm saying thinking. There's a lot riding on this. I don't like getting cold, and I normally get cold in July surfing in Devon. However, I think I'm going to invest in my own wetsuit finally, and boots and gloves and a hat, and just go for it and have fun, because I feel like I need to get out there. I feel that it will do me the world of good. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling strong, but when you're in the water, you can't think about anything else. You can't worry about anything else. And I've had loads on my mind recently, and I just want to get out there and just be at one. That might sound crazy, but it is so good for the soul. And Jamie, who we surf with at, does it Surf Saunton or Saunton Surf? Surf Saunton. I should know that by now. It's just awesome. He's so lovely. So we're meeting him this morning. Archie is getting a new surfboard for his birthday present. And so we're meeting Jamie to go surfboard shopping at Surfed Out in Braunton. Surfed Out is probably, I want to say it's the best surf shop probably in Devon. It's great. It's run by Glenn, and he's amazing, and he always sort of kits us out and looks after us well. So we're meeting there, and Gus is coming surfing. Arch is coming surfing. Coco hasn't made her mind up, and Si will be in charge of the dogs. We've just brought Lola and Tess with us. Poor Tess wasn't very well in the car on the way down, so that wasn't very pleasant. And I did most of the driving. Si was working, and I just thought, you know what, I'll just drive. So I did that, which is why I didn't chat to you very much yesterday after Coco's riding lesson. But anyway, I need to get making a bacon sandwich for Gussie. We've got a roe burn here, not an Arga. It's not completely up to temperature, but hopefully his bacon's ready in time. So I'm making a quick bacon sandwich, and we're gonna hit the road and go surf shopping.
There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound. When I go there to be by myself, only me. No one can guess what I came there to see. There's a sun in the sky, there's a cloud drifting by. All kinds of birds make you wish you.
So I'm all kitted out from Surfed Out, and Jamie's ahead of us with the boys. I'm going to brave Devon Sea, see if we can catch some waves.
And in the distance I see someone waving at me. I hope that it's you, but who else could it be? I guess it would be nice to belong in your arms. I hope you feel the same way too. Na 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 I guess it would be nice to belong in your arms. I hope you feel the same way.
So we've just done a quick whiz from surfing to the sheepskin shop, and actually I have got a couple of blankets for the B&B at home in Sussex, and stocked up on slippers and some various other bits and pieces. There wasn't time to chat to you after surfing before coming here. Well, I could have done, but the children are all being quite noisy. But we're just in Linton for a little while, and Jodie in the Linton sheepskin shop will, if you phone her up, and I'll leave her number link down below. She doesn't have a website, but you can phone her up and she will post things over the phone. So She's sweetly done that, and actually I've just seen she's got some really lovely hot water bottles and knitted stockings and all sorts of goodies in there. So there's lots of lovely things, and I'll show you what I bought when we get back to the house later. I'm having a gin and tonic, much needed gin and tonic. It feels like a much needed gin and tonic, and I'm feeling quite tired. Well, and that's the washing machine bleeping and the dishwasher's going because I forgot to put that on this morning. I'm gonna have a slurp of this and then chat to you about our day. So, I'm sorry, Tess is padding around, which is kind of same old stuff, Tess. Do you want to come and say hello to everybody? You can't hear Mummy, can you? Come and say hello. You can come and say hello? Oh, here she is. Here she is. She loves it down in Devon, don't you? Yes, you love being here. Yeah. Bless her. A bit old and a bit batty. But we have, basically went this morning to Surfed Out, and I got a wetsuit, boots and gloves. And I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, because I think I would have enjoyed surfing a lot more if I had actually just treated myself a long time ago. But I was warm and I was toasty. Then Arch surfed. We've got some friends from Sussex who are actually down as well at the moment. So Arch surfed with their sons this afternoon when we went to the sheepskin shop. So she doesn't have a website. She doesn't do online sales, but you can phone up and pay over the phone and she'll post things. So I bought a few pairs of these. They're £2.99 for lamb's wool cushioned insoles. And I wear them in my welly boots, I've got one like pair of zip up ankle boots, like ash trainers. I wear them in a couple of other pairs of boots, winter boots. They just keep my feet really warm and toasty. So they are the best, and they're such good value. And then, I think you may have seen these in Sussex. I bought myself a pair last time we were down, and their make is Shepherd of Sweden. They are quite expensive, a lot cheaper than you would pay for Uggs or something like that. And I've got a pair, and actually I bought these as a present for somebody else who I know will love them. And then Gussie has got a pair of slip-on sort of cloggy ones, which he really liked. So I got those. You know it's bad luck to put shoes on tables, so they're going down onto the floor. And then for our B&B in Sussex, I bought 2 of these blankets, and I just think they look so smart on the beds. I had some dark blue ones, which are really old and tatty and seen better days, so those have gone as dog blankets, and these are new ones. And the make is Tweed Mill, British made, and I think they will just look really, really smart in a B&B. So I bought a pair of those. So that was my little, oh, that's the washing machine. That's the blanket that was in the car that that Tess made a bit of a mess on the way down. We bought the luggage trailer, so the dogs have plenty of space in the boot, and they weren't squished with bags and surfboards and things like that. And Di is holding the fort at home, looking after Penny and Florence and the horses. And we could have bought Penny and Florence, but I just thought, like, it's a 4 on the beach is crazy, 2 on the beach is manageable. Si can manage 2 on the beach, he couldn't manage 4 on the beach, and there's not much point in them coming and not being able to come to the beach was kind of my thinking, and it was just easier just to have 2 dogs with us for a few days. We're only down here for a few days, so I'm trying to sort of cram lots in. And then when we were in Linton, I bumped into a really dear friend of my mother's who I've kept in touch with, and she's so, so lovely. I hadn't told her we were coming down for this trip because it is a really short flying visit because we had to cut it short because of Coco's competition, and so we're kind of trying to cram in lots. And also I need a bit of time to rest and recharge, and I just couldn't be racing here, there and everywhere, so just trying to be quiet. But it was really lovely to bump into her and have a chat. I'm sorry, I think my hair is still wet from surfing. I haven't got a scrap of makeup on. I've got salty kind of wet hair, but anyhow, it's fine. But surfing was awesome. I haven't been in the water for well over a year, I think it was July 2022 was the last time I surfed, and I think it was because we didn't come down this summer. I didn't surf in America, and I just kind of got out of the habit of doing it. And I think also when you don't have your own wetsuit, putting on a slightly wet, sandy wetsuit in a hut when it's not particularly nice weather isn't overly appealing. And that might sound awful. You might be able to relate. I'm just being completely and utterly honest. I am a fair weather person. I would have surfed today if it was raining, but I don't know, I've hit my 40s and I don't want to be putting on somebody else's wet, sandy wetsuit. No, thank you very much. So yes, I absolutely loved it today. I cannot wait to get back in tomorrow. And I think the great thing about surfing is you can't think about anything else. And there's not many sports, like when you go for a run, your mind is racing on things if you're that kind of person. If you are doing if you're doing a workout, you can't really think about other stuff. If you're doing yoga, you can't really. If you're doing sort of meditation, you can't think of things. But there's lots of things where my mind is worrying about all sorts of things. But when I'm surfing, I just am in the moment. And I think it's really important to find something in your life that you love or that you enjoy, that takes you to that moment where you are just focused on what you are doing. When you're surfing, you're focused on the ocean, the waves, the pattern of the waves, the water. In my case, not hitting anybody. You're just in the moment, and it's for me. It's so lovely being out there with the children and seeing them progress. Archie's now on a tiny shortboard and he's flying and he's having so much fun. Gus is super kind of chilled and super laid back, and he just kind of just does it really effortlessly. And he's quite happy not going out too far, and he's just very chilled. So anyway, I'm going to go and have a shower. We have a Rayburn here, which is like the baby version of the Argus. I've just turned that up. It's electric, and you can kind of turn it up and turn it down as to when you want to cook. So I've just turned that up for supper this evening, and I'm going to go and have a shower. I'm going to wash the salt out of my hair and enjoy my gin and tonic, and have probably quite an early night ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I am planning on going for a lovely walk with the dogs before we go surfing. We're surfing slightly later tomorrow because of the tide times and the waves and what have you. So that is the plan, but I will chat to you tomorrow.
There's a place I have found in the shade on the ground, far from all worries and troubling sound.
Good morning. I've come for a walk with Si, and I've come to my favourite spot. This is known as the camp, and this is where Mum's ashes are scattered. So lots of you probably don't know that we're down in Devon at Bratton Mill, and Bratton Mill my mum bought when my parents divorced. The most beautiful, beautiful farm. And when Mummy died 7 years ago, it's almost exactly 7 years ago, I can't quite believe it. We've managed to keep it in the family, and I've got 3 holiday lets that I run from here, and so that's where we're staying, and it's always wonderful to be here. And Mummy requested that her ashes were scattered here, and so I love to come up. Every time I'm down, I come up here. whatever the weather, and have a little chat to her. And I feel, I don't know, there's been so much going on recently that it's quite important. I had a good little bit of time actually yesterday, just privately sitting here, chatting to her and talking things through, and I just feel so close to her when I'm here. And I just, yeah, I don't know if any of you chat to the gone, but I find it really, really special. So Si and I just walking. Every time I'm here, I walk the boundaries and just check. I've got a little bit of land and it's rented out, and so I just have a good check that everything's in good order. We didn't come down in the summer, which we normally do, but we're in America, so we're here now and just checking that everything is ship shape and Bristol fashion. Is that the expression? Ship shape and anyway, for the winter, and because I don't know when I'll next be down, but it's just lovely to be here. It was quite stormy last night. The ground is very wet, but it's another beautiful morning. So when we head back, we shall have breakfast, and then hit the beach, a bit more surfing, which I just love. Anyhow, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my walk with my husband. I haven't got any makeup on, just my SPF. Skin is glowing this morning. I think it's all that sea air and country air and lots of walks. It's just stunning. I'm going to turn you around because this valley is just beautiful.
I go there to be by myself, only me. No one can guess what I came there to see.
So I will leave the website linked down below this video, and you can have a look if you fancy coming down to Devon, North Devon. It's on the edge of Exmoor for a holiday. So we've got the Folly, which is just basically a studio, but it opens up onto the river, and I like to think it's a luxurious studio. So you wouldn't want to spend more than a week there. It doesn't have a washing machine or a dishwasher, but it's just perfect for a long weekend or a midweek break for a couple. We are dog friendly as well, just please not on the furniture or the beds. And then we've got the cottage, which is 2 bedrooms, which is perfect for a family of 4 or for 2 couples wanting to come and get away. They've all got, well, the Folly doesn't have a fire, but the others do. And then the farmhouse has got 4 bedrooms and it sleeps 8 comfortably, and we're staying in the farmhouse. Absolutely love the farmhouse. I mean, it's home. So I would say that, wouldn't I? I mean, you have to think, like, rickety. It's not all bells and whistles. There is Wi-Fi, but it's an old farm. It's a farm drive down a farm track. Quite a few people are horrified by the farm track. It's absolutely fine. You can get most cars down. Probably not a sports car, but most cars. And it's beautiful. You cannot see another property. It is in the middle of nowhere. And if you want to switch off, unwind, this is a place to be. Let's sound Lola. Lovely sight. And there's some cattle down in the field over there.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize, and that's what made me fall in love.
Hello, we are heading back to Sussex today, but we have come to my favourite beach. I think my favourite beach in the whole world. That is quite a statement, isn't it? But I absolutely love it here. It's Putsborough. And I've been coming here for years. Many, many, many years. I dread to think how many, but a lot of them. And I love the fact that you can walk from Putsborough, which this is Putsborough where I am right now. They've also got the cleanest, nicest loos I've ever encountered. Ever, actually, like public ones. Well, you've got to pay for the car park. And it is quite expensive. It's £8 to come and park here. So, you know, but anyway, they are lovely. Lovely. I've just had nachos with Coco. And you can walk from Putsborough, which is here, all the way down to Woolacombe, which is at the far end. And I often come and walk it. I love the fact that there are rocks. So when the children were little, in fact, still now, they climb the rocks. But the surfing at Saunton is easier for them, or easier for them to learn. But now they're at a good enough level, we can be more adventurous. So we have come to surf here at Puxborough before heading back to Sussex. I'm not surfing this morning because I don't want to drive back to Sussex sandy and yucky. And actually we're going to see some friends on the way back to Sussex. Some very, very dear friends. We're going to have sort of afternoon tea with them before heading back home. And I didn't want to be wet and sandy for that. And I had the best days surfing yesterday. It was awesome. I didn't vlog afterwards because we were with some friends, and I just really enjoyed the day. I loved it. And I thought, you know what? Quit while you're ahead. Sometimes it's best to quit while you're ahead. An awesome day, finish on a high note rather than trying to squid in an extra surf today. But the boys were desperately keen, and the forecast was awful. But now, look at it. It's not awful at all. It's glorious. And what's even more glorious is there's not really very many people here at all. So it's bliss. It's absolute bliss. So I've got Coco and the dogs, and then we're going to just stop back at the house quickly before heading back up to Sussex, pick up the trailer and drive on out. I've got guests coming to stay today, so we had to check out early, which I think everyone's a little bit reluctant about. We've had a really, really lovely few days. It's been very restful. It's just been good for the soul, and I'm going to enjoy walking along the beach. I'll share some little snippets with you all. Very, very happy, and I'm very happy to see the sunshine, although I've left my hat at the house. I didn't bring it with me, which was foolish, but anyway, I was trying to get everything packed up, and had a meeting with a couple of people down there this morning at the house before leaving, so it was a busy morning. We spent quite a long time on the beach. The children have had a wonderful, wonderful time surfing, had a long walk. Just about to get back into the beast. She's rather full before driving back via our friends to Sussex. But I hope that you have enjoyed this week's vlog. Bit of horsing around, bit of Devon, bit of surfing, and we've had a very, very happy half term. Sending lots of love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you again next week.
It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love. I look at you and know it's alright. You read my mind, but I can see that you don't realize, and that's what makes